Welcome to my channel. This is your daily crypto wrap-up. We're going to talk about XRP today. A lot have been said about Ripple, but trust me, I will give you some insights almost nobody is seeing yet. Of course, I will also talk about Ripple and the SEC. Let's first talk about the recent rally of XRP, because it has been a very interesting day. The price of XRP has pumped over 9% in the last 24 hours. To understand why I am excited, let me show you this chart real quick. Because if you are an XRP holder, this is something that you want to pay attention to. And if you're not familiar with XRP, you should definitely take notes. Because what we are seeing play out with XRP is similar to what we saw play out with Ethereum back in 2020. And you can see how they both have a very similar supply shock going on. As you know, we had the Ethereum London hard fork in August of 2021, and after that was a big burn of Ethereum. And so we saw a lot of the supply taken off the market, which led to the parabolic move in Ethereum prices, which then subsequently led to the all-time high of $4,800 just a few weeks later. Well, XRP is following that same exact pattern. In July of 2021, we had the launch of the NFT marketplace on XRP. That was when the burns started to happen. You can see that it did cause a little bump in the price. But since then, we've seen a lot of price action consolidation, kind of like we did with Ethereum after the London hard fork. And then all of a sudden, in December, we have another big spike in burns. And if you look at this chart, it's almost exactly matching up with the amount of ETH that was burned during the NFT boom in December of 2020. XRP is doing the exact same thing. There are many more similarities. Compared the two price movements and plotted it in this table. Watch and see for yourself. Okay, let me help you a little with what you've seen. You can see Ethereum's 2021 parabolic move versus XRP's latest price movement. This move was characterized by Catalyst, the EIP 1559 upgrade, which introduced a fee-burning mechanism, reducing ETH supply. Price action. ETH jumped from around $2,700, $2,800, to $4,800 in about 3 months, a nearly 80% increase. Pattern. The move was parabolic, with brief consolidations and corrections, but a clear, sustained uptrend. Catalyst. The end of the SEC lawsuit increased institutional interest and speculation about government adoption. Price action. XRP surged to a multi-year high of $3.39 in January 2025, then retraced over 50% to $1.61, and has since rebounded to around $2.08. Pattern. Unlike Ethereum's persistent uptrend, XRP's move was sharp but short-lived, followed by a significant correction and ongoing consolidation. Conservative forecasts suggest XRP could end 2025 between $1.02 and $2. Bullish scenarios predict $5.50 or even $10.11. If adoption accelerates and regulatory clarity persists, market mood. XRP is currently consolidating, with analysts watching the $2 support level for a possible breakout. Now, will it follow the price action of ETH? It remains to be seen. But what we do know is that XRP holders are starting to get extremely bullish because of this. And you have to understand that these whales, these big holders, they're probably trying to get their cost basis down before a big pump. Just like with Ethereum, once that supply shock happened and the whales got their cost basis down, then they started accumulating more and more ETH. Then when the price started to go parabolic, they took profits and they sold. So I think it's very possible that we could see something similar happen with XRP. And also keep in mind, XRP holders are already looking towards an all-time high. If we break the previous all-time high of $3, where do you think the price will go? Maybe $5? Maybe $10? The possibilities are really endless if you ask me. And the reason why I think this is all happening is because we have Gary Gensler, skeletal man himself. He testified on Capitol Hill today, and what he said was actually pretty shocking. He said that the SEC has not made a decision yet on the Ripple case. So this pump might be the market slowly starting to realize that the SEC might actually approve this ETF. And if that happens, we would see huge money come into XRP. Because remember what I've always said, XRP is not a security, it is a currency. And even Gary Gensler today said that he believes that Ethereum is a security. He did say that Bitcoin is not a security though, but XRP he didn't mention. But I think him saying that ETH is not a security, that's probably good enough for XRP holders, because XRP is very similar to ETH. So all in all, great day for XRP. Price is pumping. A lot of good things are happening. See if it continues tomorrow. I do think it does. I think we do get some good news. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed it. We do all of this to help you become a better crypto investor. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.